Hey love bugs, welcome or welcome back. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley B. Deck. Today I've teamed up with Eunice and they got me in some color. I am super excited. Now this is one of like my go-to like fall looks, I would say, and I am excited to have it here in the spring. It's giving that beautiful like wine, like fine like wine color. She's beautiful. She is a 24-inch 7x5 bye-bye knots lace wig. She comes with the pre-everything cap construction, so you get pre-cut lace with that beautiful scallop cut that acts like camouflage and makes it blend so perfectly. You get the pre-plucked hairline, so you don't have to do any extra work, and the pre-bleached knots. Literally a glueless, 100% ready to go type of wig. You can literally put her on, tint the lace and do your little own one too, and you're good to go. For me today, we're gonna do a little bit of baby hair just because that's just my little cup of tea, and we're also going to silk press her out and then add a cute little style. Stay tuned into a little bit later in the video, or even in the thumbnail, you can see what style we went for today. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, love bugs, happy Monday to me, and happy what day it is whenever and wherever you are in the world. I am going to a YouTube event this week all the way in New York, so I'm super duper excited for that. Before we go, we're gonna go ahead and get cute, right? So today I teamed up with Eunice and they sent me over this beautiful, would you color this red burgundy wine? I feel like it's a plum or like a wine color. They sent me over this gorgeous girl and she is fire. I love the color on it. Now the packaging was nice and neat, and of course you guys know like I will get a wig from them and I will bust it wide open as soon as I get it, and then I'll like stuff it back in the bag or the packaging, so it's like it kind of will get a little bit mangled. So I need to stop doing that so you guys can see how like soft and fresh she looks straight out of the box. This one here is our girl today, and of course this is a pre-everything wig because we are spoiled. So this is what the hairline looks like with that brown paper. You pull that brown paper out and you will see we are going with a pre-everything cap construction. This includes pre-plucked lace with that scallop cut. So this one here includes that pre-cut lace with that nice scallop cut. The pre-bleached knots makes it very like nice and see-through. Like, you know how you can see through there really good? It's going to be very skin-like on the skin or the scalp. And then it's also the pre-plucked hairline. Feel free to do more if that's your jam, but you can see they definitely did the work for us. This is a closure wig, so we're gonna go glueless today. This is what she looks like from the inside, and again, a great glueless fit. So this is gonna be the perfect wig to take on or take off and throw on a daily basis and not have to worry about like bonding it down. She'll be good to go. Here is the nape. At the nape you do have your larger comb back here, and then you also have your adjustable straps. I like to take mine like all the way in. Like this one goes here, this one goes here, and they kind of meet and kiss, and that's how I get it to really fit snug at the nape. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the electric hot comb. You guys already know we got to do that dynamic duo real quick, and then I'm also going to fire up the straight Tymo curling situation. I want it to be kind of like silk pressed or like bone straight, but then I might want to bump the ends to, you know, accentuate the layers in the hair. Again, you do have a little bit of layering in the front. It looks like this is like the front and then the longness at the ends. So yeah, let's go ahead and put her on and go because it's Monday. We're back from competition and right back into the swing of things with dance, and they can't miss today because they may have to miss the days that I'm in New York because I don't know if dad is going to take them. So let's just get started. Okay, love bugs, this is what she's looking like on. Absolutely stunning, right? The hairline is so fire. It's been a minute since I've done this color, so I'm extremely excited. Gonna give her a quick brush out just to kind of catch the vibe. I love the fact that this one is straight. To me, straight hair is the easiest hair to maintain. I feel like you can always just, even when it looks a little bit frizzy, when you lay down and all of the things, you literally can brush it out and go. I feel like I'm on my like, who is it? Lola Rabbit, Jessica Rabbit, you know what I mean? Like Poison Ivy. Am I saying all the wrong people? This one just looks so good to me. So step one to me, I can already see that like I just did my makeup, so I can see from here that my edges are nice and filled with makeup, aka a little bit crusty. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of edge control and just slide them back. I like to do this with no product just because it's quick and easy, but it can potentially turn white if you do that. So make sure at some point you do brush it in if you care, or if it's going to be exposed. But if it's going under the wig, nobody gotta know. I just like to get this out of the way and just make sure that everything right here looks like pushed back and neat. Now here is a look at the hairline. You kind of find your position and how you want it to sit. I love the fact that this one sits like so far up that it looks like the lace goes like all the way to like right here, which is basically dang near, like darn near ear to ear. You're just missing that ear tab. And I think they've been listening, because as I always say, I love a frontal, but I don't love ear tabs just because they look so good, especially when you do your like thick, full, perfect baby hair. But when it's time to maintain, I do get a little bit anxious because I don't like how sometimes they will lift. And so I'm gonna go with Old Faithful right here, Got to Be Glue spray in the yellow. And I do a lot of times like to do a generous amount. Make sure that your wig cap is back enough and that it is not rolling. Now, one thing I love is that when I do blow dry the wig, I feel like it feels like it gets tight on my head. Not tight like headache tight or hurting tight, but you feel like that suction or that compression that makes you feel like it's bonded down. Then I also get like a little bit of like a facelift, like an eye lift or something when I do. I mean, I already have chinky eyes, but I think it just gets a little bit more extra when I do. Now we could go ahead and do the Dynamic Duo. And also, I like to do a little bit of baby hair in the front. I just feel like it just camos a little bit better. Sometimes I will do a whole look for you guys, and then I will be filming the intro and the outro, and you could kind of sort of see, even though I do my lace tint, it'll kind of like have a little bit of a line of demarcation, and that's more so because I have melanin, babes. So getting it to match, I'm not gonna say it's hard, but it is definitely, you gotta be very, very, very strategic with what products you use. I'm gonna take and stamp out like a nice good amount, and then I'm going to add my edge control at the base. You can take and like take your comb and comb that through to make sure it's straight. And then we find our scissors. You cut it how you want. And then you might want a little bit of more product on your baby hair brush and just swoop. As you can see, I really did mine kind of long. And number one, I prefer longer baby hair if I'm going to do full baby hair. And then I go super short, like either super short for like micro baby hair, or it's super long like this. And the great thing is not too short where I didn't cut it too short. So if I decide it needs to be shorter than this, I can always cut it, but I can't put it back. And so when I'm doing the two swoops, it's probably going to be a little bit longer. And I'm doing it across like all around the whole perimeter. It's more likely to be like super, super, super micro, like less than a half an inch. Okay, now we have it exactly how we like it. It is edge controlled down, but it's not gelled down. So if you want to move it or alter it, you feel free to like do it. And again, you can change it up if you like. From here, we can do our Dynamic Duo, and this is simply wax. This here, mixed with the electric hot comb, and that's on a 500-degree setting, already loaded up for us. And I like to put a good amount in the parting, and then put a little good amount on the hairline. And I say hairline behind the baby hair. And I like to go in, and I can like work it in a little bit. You don't have to. And I just like to like super duper press everything out. Now this is where the lace ends and then like the wig starts, since this is a closure. So one thing you can do is like press the hair right here down to like be very, very like sleek and to cover this area, because there's just cap and sideburns back there. Nobody necessarily needs to see that. So it already kind of goes in that direction anyways, but you can really train it to go that way. You can also see how like sleek this looks. All we need to do is tint the lace, and this side doesn't look bad, but this side looks just way more finished and better. So we're gonna do the other side, and we're also gonna do the parting, and then we're gonna tint the lace. Your girl is snatched and laid. Now let's go ahead and tint the lace. We're going to use Ruby Kisses in the shade 16 in the hairline. And then of course we can use 15 in the parting. This is this difference between the two. This is the difference between the two. The lighter one is my shade, or I would say my shade, it's shade 15. Then this one here is my contour shade. It's a little bit deeper, and it's the 16. The 16 surprisingly works best as a lace tint along the hairline. You would think that this one would blend better, but it always leaves like a white cast. So we go deeper like a contour, and it's perfect. Okay, now we are pretty much done. The hair eats so good. She eats down and I love her. So the hairline and the parting you can see are flawless, like salon quality. It looks like I'm a stylist. This is what I'm gonna for sure get some compliments on, so I'm already prepared. But I'm gonna go ahead and just straighten it a little bit. I'm using this Tymo thing. You gotta turn it on with that sound in order to get it like the best like silk press and curl out of it. So I'm gonna put some music on so you ain't gotta hear this like I do, and we're gonna get through it. And this is the final look, love bugs. You can see it's nice and flowy. It has that beautiful bounce. She's absolutely gorgeous. And again, I blow dried it down today, so I got a little bit of facelift. I gotta start doing this again. Let me show you guys what she looks like from the back. So this is what she looks like from the back. I'm sure I didn't press it way up here. Again, I don't like that Tymo. So I've been saying it for a long time, but this is Mother's Day week. So I feel like mom math is that anything that I buy myself this week is a Mother's Day gift. So I deserve it. I want a new Coach bag. I want that little mini Jody, I think it's called. And I want my Babyliss Pro. So maybe those are two things I can buy myself while I'm in New York going shopping. Anyways, I am going to jump into a clip of me styling this hair. Okay, love bugs, we've been back home quite a while, but let's go ahead and do a hairstyle. I've realized I don't do side parts that often for you guys. So that's going to be the style for today. A really nice side part. I think it will look gorgeous with this look. And maybe some 5-minute curls just to give you a little bit of splash. So I'm going to start off by parting off the hair. I'll be honest, my hair did kind of lift a little bit. I'll be honest, I've been laying and playing and homework and all the things with the kids. So I'm going to touch up the hairline as well. I personally prefer a curved part. So we're going to attempt to do one ourselves. I just sometimes feel like I don't get it right. But I think I got it right on the first try. I'm going to keep the same baby hair and hairline vibe. I think that looks good. Now for me, I really like it when the side part goes in your face, but realistically from day to day, I kind of like it pushed back a little bit just because it's more realistic when I am busy to keep it kind of like out of the face. So let's go ahead and redo the dynamic duo. I'm going to take the wax and the hot comb and I'm going to stamp this out really good. And again, I think I'm going to bump the ends really quickly and we're going to see what we can come up with. And this is the finished look, love bugs. Now we can get back to the rest of the video. Okay, so now that you guys have seen the hairstyle, we've come to the end of the video. For starters, let me show you guys the packaging real quick. We went with the classic dust bag from Eunice, and it does have like a little tag here, and it has their logo, and it's nice and soft, and it's the most prettiest color on the universe. So I love it. Inside you have your bag, and it lets us know this is a 7x5 Bye Knots lace wig in the length 24 inches. And of course, this is the bag that the wig comes in. In addition to that, we did get some goodies. We got the pack of HD wig caps. And these are the ones exclusively from Eunice. I'm going to put everything back in the bag as we go. This here is a case or a strip of the Bye Knots wig tape. Each strip is like 2. So you do one on this side, one on the side, one on the side, one on the side, one side. So you have a bunch to last you a really good while. We did get the baby hair brush. You guys know they have that new thin one, which is super fire. I'm going to actually bring this with me because that's the only thing that can make this better. Baby hair, did I say baby hair brush? The edge brush. No, the wig band is what this is. This is a wig band and it is their new and improved one. It's nice and thin and petite. And I'm going to put this on my way to dance because I feel like the only thing that can make this even more snatched is to wear that wig band for a little while. And it's going to really snatch and slay and make everything come together. And last but most certainly not least, we did get another baby hair brush. And this one here has an extra brush head in case, you know, this one gets a little old and ratty. And that is pretty much it, love bugs. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Be sure to check this one out. Of course, I have a direct link down below. And without further, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.